In the spirit of Mr. Cropper, I'm going to list off some of my recent book purchases. There might be something in here that you might like. First, we have a fun book, a detective novel by Edward Klein titled Presence of Mind. Klein is best known for his Sparrowhawk series of novels. In his detective novels, this is a reoccurring character named Chess Hanrahan, who first was seen in Klein's novel First Prize. The next several books are going to be related to my research into education reform. The first book being Complex Justice, The Case of Missouri versus Jenkins by Joshua Dunn. This book caught my attention because it examines in detail an actual case of attempting to reform public education using the best practices identified by the educrats and how that effort resulted in an utter failure. Next, we have Educational Wastelands, The Retreat from Learning in Our Public Schools by Arthur Bester. I purchased this book because it was recommended by Lisa Van Damme of the Damme Academy. If you're not familiar with that school, check out their YouTube channel, which is Damme Academy. This is out of print, but thankfully with the internet it's easy enough to find old books. Next, we have a breakthrough book that has a positive take on the proper process of thinking. It's by David Harriman, The Logical Leap, Induction in Physics. I've actually finished reading this book already. I highly recommend it. It would be good for anyone that's seriously concerned about two issues specifically. What is and how do we know it? Picked this up from the library book sale for $1. What a bargain. Cultural Literacy, What Every American Needs to Know by Hirsch. Looking at this as a way to get some detailed insights into the conservative, flawed alternative to the flawed progressive model of education. If I actually put these two books into the toilet and filmed it for YouTube, would YouTube pull that from my channel? These are Gingrich's subsequent books after Winning the Future, giving more details as to his ideas. So these books are research materials to support the book I'm writing on Gingrich. And yes, I got them used because I couldn't bear paying full price for them. Next, Goldratt's The Goal. You might recall that in my 15 books that will always stick with me, this was included. I've read it, I've listened to it on tape, but I didn't have a copy for my library. So when I saw it for sale at the library book sale, I grabbed it up. The book is a dramatization of the principles, business principles in Goldratt's theory of constraints. The Clue Train Manifesto by a bunch of people. I listened to this on tape back in the day, and I thought it had a lot of good stuff in it, but also had a lot of bad stuff that just irritated me. And recently I've been running across recommendations for this book, so I put it on a list of books to buy and reconsider with my expanded knowledge over the last 10 years, and it was on sale at the library book sale, so what a bargain. The Path to Power by Robert Caro. I listened to the subsequent volume in the series, Master of the Senate, and I thought it did an excellent job, although perhaps unintentional, of showing Johnson to be the political equivalent of Peter Keating, which I suppose would make Barack Obama Gus Webb. Last but not least, I bought an annual subscription to the academic journal, The Objective Standard. Two of the articles in the first edition that I received that I found particularly interesting was one on Richard Feynman and another on Herman Boerhaave.